Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you are here, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. By taking this action, it will help me to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding of who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I copy another person's title. I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. Thank you for visiting, and I pray that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit at all. For anyone else and everyone else that this message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards happiness in every area of your life. Please check out my other videos as well, only if you know what your placements are. Cross watchers, you are most definitely welcome. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Let's begin healing together. Today, I will be doing a Cancer reading. Cancer. This is a collective reading, meaning that it's not for an individual person. However, if something resonates with you, please leave a message. And if it doesn't, please like, subscribe, and share anyway. The more subscribers, the more I will continue to pump out videos. I thank you all. If you have subscribed to my channel, I would like to thank you. If you're debating on subscribing or not, I'm asking you to please do so. I will be 1000% grateful. I'm grateful anyway to the subscribers that I do have. Let me just say that. Today, I will be starting off with my Lover's Oracle deck. I really enjoyed this deck. I recently gifted this deck, not this particular deck, but I gifted this deck to a relative of mine, and they are enjoying it as well. This is one of my favorite decks. This is for the sign of Cancer. Also, if you have Cancer placements, whether your sun, your moon, or your rising, this message may be for you as well. This message is not for an individual person. This is a collective reading. Let's begin. Spirit guides, what message do you have for the sign of Cancer? We have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Embrace. Embrace whomever you're with, whether it be a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, your significant other, whether it be a friend, a family member. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. At the bottom of the deck, we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. What would it be? If you could do anything in this world, what would it be? Only you know the answer to that. This is my Twisted Oracle deck. I did an unboxing of this deck. I used it for the first time last night. I needed to, put my energy on this deck before I used it. So with that being said, my first time using it was last night. Spirit guides, what information do you have for the sign of Cancer at this present time? What information do you have for the sign of Cancer? What information? I'm sorry. I like to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What information do you have for the sign of Cancer? The first card out we have is Embrace Spirit Guides. What message do you have for the sign of Cancer? What message do you have for the sign of Cancer? Okay. This is a Cancer reading. This is a collective reading. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to take all of these cards, and I felt like one of these cards was going to come out, and it did. So with that being said, let's see what Spirit Guides want you to know. One more card, and I'm going to take it. Okay, this is as deep as it gets from what I'm seeing here. This is you. This is spirit. This is the other person. This is the other entity, the other place, the other thing. So we're starting with you. Cancer. This is childhood wounds. This is sexual abuse. This is physical abuse. This is toxic parents. This is abandonment. This is bullying. However, this card is childhood wounds. If you are a Cancer and your childhood wounds, then they stem from bullying by someone in your family, bullying by schoolmates, whomever bullied you. It wasn't right, and it was unfair, and it was definitely not your fault. When people bully others, it's because of things that they're dealing with in their own lives, right? I know that doesn't make you feel better. However, the bullies are the insecure people, and they take out their frustrations on you. So if you were a Cancer that has been bullied in your childhood, it's time for you to heal those wounds. From here on out, it's about how you treat others. You didn't like what transpired with you. So with that being said, you know you will not do that to others. We have childhood wounding, also sexual abuse. And if you are a Cancer, and if you were sexually abused as a child, my heart goes out to you. My soul goes out to you, because no one deserves that at all. Are you a Cancer that was sexually abused by a relative, a family friend, a stranger, someone that your family trusted? My heart goes out to you. Let me say this to all you parents. Be careful with who you have around your children. Not only that, if your child feels uncomfortable around someone, pay attention. If they say something to you, do not dismiss it. Cancers, if you were sexually abused and you are an adult now, you need healing. I don't know if you have gone to counseling, but I feel like some of you may have. You may need to speak to someone, because working through sexual abuse is not easy. It does stay with you for the remainder of your life, but it's how you deal with it and it's how you move forward. We can't change the past. All we can do is protect ourselves for the future. Physical abuse. If you are a Cancer that was physically abused by someone, that too you carry with you for the duration of your life. Toxic parents. If your parents were alcoholics, drug addicts, and they were physically abusive to you, sexually abused you, toxic parents, even if they bullied you, it wasn't fair, Cancer. Abandonment. Did one of your parents leave? And when they left your other parent, did you feel like they left you too? These are all childhood wounds. These are all childhood wounds. You have to move forward. These wounds, the feeling of the pain never goes away. It's how you deal with it from this day forward. I send out to you my deepest sympathy for anyone that has been traumatized in this way by bullying, by sexual abuse, by physical abuse, by toxic parents, and the feeling of abandonment. Although the pain never goes away, don't carry it with you and take it out on someone else. We have no strings. This is no strings attached. So are you in a relationship, Cancer, or were you in a relationship to whereas there were no strings attached, meaning that it wasn't a relationship, it was more so physical and there was no strings attached. However, I feel like for a Cancer out there, although there were no strings attached and you agreed to this, you begin to have feelings for this person and they didn't reciprocate. However, options, Cancer, whether you know it or not, you have many options available to you. But for some reason, you want this person. This person isn't available. Let me say that. I know you'll have some readers, right? And if it's in the cards, they'll say, this person is coming back. I'm not going to tell you that this person is coming back. I'm telling you to move forward because this person does not want to be with you. This was a sexual relationship between the two of you, and there were no strings attached until you caught feelings. However, you have options. Whether you know it or not, you have options, multiple options. I feel like Cancer, there's drinking involved in your life. Some people try to drink their worries away. Drinking doesn't fix the situation. It doesn't make anything go away, because once you drink, you get intoxicated, you wake up, guess what? The problems are still there. And if it's not drinking that's involved, it could be drugs. Or you could be a Cancer that's very promiscuous. Be careful with that, because as you see, STD is on the board. So be careful with making bad choices, whether drinking, whether partying too much, whether being in unhealthy relationships to whereas it's only sex and you're being promiscuous. That's toxic. That's a toxic lifestyle. That's toxic behaviors. So I'm saying to you, Cancer, be very, very careful with that. We have telepathic communication. Telepathic communication is you thinking about someone so deeply that you're not in communication with. And the more you think about them, they do in return begin to think about you. And then that person will say, I just had a thought about Cancer. That's because you're thinking about that person. However, there could be someone thinking about you as well. And if that person is thinking about you, then all of a sudden you start thinking about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you be like, so-and-so just came into my mind. I haven't thought about him or her in a very long time. That's because they're thinking about you, and that's called telepathic communication. You want to reconcile with someone. However, with you reconciling with someone doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be back with that person, because the person that you want to reconcile with is the person that wanted to have no strings attached. However, reconciliation is on the board, but it doesn't mean that the two of you are going to be together. You may just want to clear the air about a few things. So I'm asking you, Cancer, if you do come back into contact with this person, that you stay strong and that you don't go back into those unhealthy behaviors of being sexual with this person, because they do not want a relationship with you. It was sex for them. You caught feelings. And guess what? Sex doesn't make a man or a woman stay. So you need to value yourself. Value your mind, value your body, value your peace. You have massive regrets about allowing this person into your life. You have regrets about the toxic behaviors. You have regrets of being with a person that you agreed to having no strings attached. You have massive regrets. However, we have STD on the board. This person that you may be thinking about, that you may want to see, that you may want to reconcile with, this person may have an STD. So be careful with the toxic lifestyle, because having a relationship with no strings attached is toxic, because somebody ends up catching feelings. And guess what? When it's not reciprocated, you get hurt, and then you end up having massive regrets. So Cancer, we have cycle. There's an obsession here. There's a crazy ex that's involved. And there's someone that just won't let go. And guess what? At the bottom of the deck, we have not happy. Cancer, I know you're not happy. That's why you came to this reading. You're not happy with how the situation turned out. See, Cancers, we love too much, don't we? We love people more than people love us. That's just the nature of the beast. That's who we are. We give people too many chances. However, when we do that, we only end up hurting ourselves because people are not going to change until they're ready. However, you could be the change within yourself that doesn't allow this toxic behavior anymore. Let me say this. You know when you've had enough. You know how much you can take and how much you cannot take. You know. Cancer, is it enough? It's enough. Right? It's enough. You feel that way. You feel like, I don't want to be used anymore. I don't want to be abused anymore. I don't want just sex. I want more. And so if that be the case for you, Cancer, guess what? Then you're at your boiling point. You're at your boiling point. So guess what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let's go to breaking news. I told you this reading was going to get real, and it really did. If you reconcile with this person, be careful if you want to be intimate with him or her, because they may have an STD. So be very careful with whomever this person is, because if they have one, they won't tell you. And if they don't tell you, that means they don't value you. However, you have to value yourself enough to say, hey, I don't want to be with you in that manner anymore. But we can be cool. We can be friends. We can be associates. Or how about we just walk away from one another? Spirit guides, what message do you have for the sign of Cancer at this present time? What message? I'm going to take those because they came out just like that. We have this just in. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say in this. So be patient. If this person comes back just for sex, just say no. Say no. Say no. This just in. This just in. Spirit says, detach from your fear, for there is nothing in this world worth fearing. Fear is the opposite of faith. Trust that everything will always go in your favor. So with this card, right? This just in. With this card, Cancer, Spirit says, detach from your fear. Detach from your fear. Your fear of moving forward. Sometimes we have to move forward alone. We have to not be in a relationship. We have to know what it feels like to be on our own for a little while. We may crave intimacy. We may crave sex. We may crave a friendship. We may crave to have someone in our life. However, you have to work on you first. It doesn't mean that, oh my God, you shouldn't be in a relationship for a year. You'll know when you're ready, but you need to take some time out for yourself. I'm just being real here. You need to take some time out for yourself, because once you detach from everything around you, then you'll begin to see things with new eyes. You'll begin to see things with an open mind. Spirit says, detach from your fear, for there is nothing in this world worth fearing. Fear is the opposite of faith. Trust that everything will always go in your favor. Cancer, detach. Things will go in your favor. This just in. There are some major blockages in your life that Spirit wants to assist you with ridding. Spirit says, call upon them and have faith in them to help you with whatever blockages you may be facing at this time. Let me say this to you. We all have guardian angels, whether you believe it or not. We do. Our guardian angels are our crossed over loved ones. Our guardian angels are spirits that we don't know. Our guardian angels even could be a spirit animal. However, there are some major blockages in your life that spirit wants to assist you with ridding, and that could be that childhood trauma. Spirit wants to help you to allow yourself to release those things, the bullying, the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, the toxic parents, the abandonment. Spirit says, I'm here to help you. And Spirit says, call upon them and have faith in them to help you with whatever blockages you may be facing at this time. And I always tell people, you can call on your spirit guides for anything in the world. You have to call them. When you don't want anyone in your business, if you don't want anyone to know what you're going through, I always say talk to your spirit guides, speak to your guardian angels, because they will never tell your secrets. However, let me give you another important fact. Your guardian angels will not intervene in your life, not unless you call upon them. So please do that. Call upon them for help. Call upon them when you need them. In other news, you are attracting true love. You have done the work of self-love and emotional healing by loving yourself the way that you do. Those who come to you will reciprocate that same energy to you. And that's absolutely a fact. When you release this person that you had a sexual relationship with, when you release that from your soul, when you release those toxic behaviors, then guess what? And you spend time on your own, then you will attract true love. Because when you walk around in low vibrations, guess what happens? You attract those kind of people around you. When you walk around with your head held up high and you're feeling good and you're loving you, you will attract those same like-minded people in your direction. Please believe me. Self-love is very important. Self-love is very important. Self-love is emotional healing. So, like I said, take a time out. Take a breather. Take time for you. Take time for you. This person, yeah, they'll come in to reconcile with you. Because guess what? They only want to have sex with you. So you have to say, nah, you can't use me. I'm not going to allow you to use my body, because you know how I feel about you. I've told you, I explained that. You still want no strings attached. Guess what? I want something more. I love myself enough to let you go. You have to say that to this person. Or guess what? How about leaving them on red? Boom. That means stop. Leaving them on red. Never answer their call again, if that helps you to move forward. However, it's time for you to move forward, because once you start loving yourself, then that's when your emotional healing will begin. By loving yourself the way that you do, those who come to you will reciprocate that same energy back to you. Cancer. This is my Soul Truth deck. I always close out my readings with a message from this deck. I will start changing a few things up. However, I'm still going to use this deck for a moment. You have the tools that you need, Cancer. You have the tools. You can do this. It's not easy letting people go, especially people that you care about. This is entirely too many. It's not easy letting people go at all. It's not. Definitely not. But at the same token, guess what? You have to do it for you. You have to finally say, I choose me. I put me first. Okay, the first card out. What risk can I take today? What risk can you take, Cancer? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risk than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. You have to take this leap of letting that past person go so that you will be able to move forward. Yes, this is a big deal. Yes, it may be a little scary, but jump. Jump into the new. Jump in taking time and getting to know you. Today's soul action. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? What risk, Cancer, can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and then do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave, Cancer, and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. You will. Look at this. Look at this. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationship? What boundaries do you need to set, Cancer? What boundaries? If this person is not serving me for my highest good, it's time to let him or her go. If this person only wants to have sex with me and they know I want something more, it's time to let that person go. Yes, I was bullied, but I'm not going to continue to live in the fear of what happened to me in my childhood. Yes, I was sexually assaulted as a child. It hurt me. It created the things in me that I have to live with now. But guess what? That was my past, and I'm going to move forward. I'm strong enough. I am wiser. I am healing, right? This is what Spirit is saying to you. Physical abuse, right? Toxic parents, abandonment issues. You're stronger than that. That's what happened to you in the past. You don't have to keep reliving those past traumas over and over and over. They'll never go away, but you can learn to deal with it. Deal with it. The hurt, the pain, the toxicity, you have to deal with it. Speak it out loud. Tell your guardian angels, I didn't like what happened to me. It hurt me in this manner. And I know we have those questions of, why did this happen to me? What did I do? You did nothing. Those were those people, those toxic people. And guess what? You be the change. I'm better than that. What you did to me didn't kill me. What you did to me made me stronger. My eyes are open. Today's soul action. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Separate your energy from your childhood wounds. Separate your energy from this person that only wanted you for sex. Then when we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves, if you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone anymore. And Cancers, that's what we do. We always try to nature. We always try to help people. But guess what? It's time for you to think about you. Now, some of you say, that's selfish. Well, guess what? Sometimes you have to be a little selfish. And sometimes you have to say, I put me first. So today's mantra, I need you to say this. I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. So guess what? You are worthy, Cancer. And it's time for you to set your boundaries for what's best for you. You have to trust that. My eyes are closed. I'm going to pull a few trinkets for you. Let's see. Let's see. Let's pull a few trinkets. Here we go. Wine. No more drinking. Take a break. If you're thinking that you're drinking your problems away, take a break. Cleanse the body so that the mind can be cleansed. Cleanse the body for healing. The problems don't go away when we drink. We have the sun. The sun. The sun will come out. The sun will shine bright for you. We have the Statue of Liberty. Maybe some of you may be from New York. Maybe you're thinking about taking a trip to New York. If so, go visit the Statue of Liberty. A little history never hurts anyone. Here's a book. How about reading a good book? How about a self-help book? That never hurts. I read them all the time. Here we go. Camera. Camera. Maybe you love taking pictures of nature. We have camera. We have motorcycles. Some of you may ride a motorcycle. If so, you may be thinking about taking a ride out just to clear your mind. Some of you may be thinking about purchasing a motorcycle, or your past person may ride a motorcycle as well. However, check this out, right? When we see these masks, what do we think about? New Orleans, right? Some readers may say, oh, if somebody is wearing a false mask, I'm not going to say that. Maybe you may want to visit New Orleans if you've never been. Or maybe some of you that are subscribed to me may be from New Orleans, but we have masks. This is Mardi Gras. Go have a little fun. Go learn a little history in New Orleans. A little history. We have fish, right? But this fish is nothing but bones. Bury those bones. Those childhood wounds, bury them. Bury them. Let them go. And we have the sunflower. Yesterday, I went with my husband to pick up his daughter's car from the shop. And at the desk of one of the workers, she had a picture with herself and her husband standing in a field of sunflowers, and it was so beautiful. And I asked her, I said, where is this place? And she told me, and she was like, you pay $25 and you could spend all day there just walking through the fields. But there may be a Cancer that loves sunflowers, or maybe you enjoy the beauty of sunflowers, or maybe you need to go and take a trip and walk through some sunflowers. You hear a lot of talking in the background. We're having some work done on our home. Excuse me. And this is windmill. It's time to let things blow away. The things that no longer serve you, allow them to blow away. Let them go. Let the past go. You have to trust that my eyes are closed. I'm going to grab a few more trinkets, and I apologize for the background noise. However, there may be a Capricorn in your life. You may be thinking about a Capricorn. You may have dealt with the Capricorn. This person may be a Capricorn. That's the toxic person that only wanted sex with you. Wherever this Capricorn fits, you place it where you need to. We have Cancer. You're showing up in your own reading, or you may have dealt with another Cancer. You place the signs where you need to. We also have Sagittarius. A Sagittarius may be important to this reading as well. Also, we have Capricorn again. Capricorn has showed up twice. Place that wherever you need to. And then we have Libra. We know Libra is justice. This is the scales being balanced. This is your life being balanced, where you may have dealt with a Libra. And then, long and behold, we have Capricorn again showing up. Capricorn is showing up again. And then I did hear a trinket fall, and I'm trying to grab it. And guess what? We have Aquarius. There may be an Aquarius that is important to this reading. Let me know in the comment section below. And we're also going to pull a few more charms. I know people have said that my readings are long. However, I can't help that at all. Now, bear with me. My eyes are closed, and I'm going to pull a few trinkets. If your person, their first, middle, or last initial shows up, I'm grateful to you that you have a little clarity. If not, don't try to make it fit. This is the letter W. This is William. This is Walter. This is Wendy. This is Warren. The letter W may be important to someone. First, middle, last initial. This is the letter L. Linda, Lauren, Lori, London, Luther, Larry, Langston. The letter L. First, middle, last initial. This is the letter Q. Quentin. First, middle, last initial of their last name, excuse me. I want to stand up and say, hey, stop talking so loud, but I can't because I don't have an edit, and I don't like to edit anyway. I want my videos to be raw, natural, and uncut. We all make mistakes, don't we? This is the letter R. I hope you can see it. I'll try to get a little closer. This is Rhonda. This is Rachel. This is Ryan, Ronnie. The letter R, first, middle, or last initial of someone's name. This is the letter D. David, Debbie, Deborah, Dorian, Donald, Donnie. I said Donald twice. First, middle, last initial of someone's name. And I apologize once again for the background noise. This is the letter X. Excuse me, this is, yes, let me see. Because these are really tiny. I'm going to upgrade. This is not X. This is K. Karen, Kyle. This is Carly. First, middle, last initial of someone's name. This is the letter S. This is S. Samantha, Sammy, Sonia, Sean. Whatever the letter S means to you, place it where you need to. First, middle, or last initial of someone's name. And we have D again. D is coming back. David, Dewan, Dwight, Dorothy. First, middle, last initial of someone's name. And we also have the letter F. This is Fatima. This is Fred, Freddie, Frank. This is F. First, middle, last initial of someone's name. I thank you all. My name is Empress Real 1584, The Good Witch. Let's begin healing together. There's a lot of background noise here. However, my videos are raw. They're uncut. They're not edited. We all make mistakes, and I'm not a person that's going to hide mine, and I'll even discuss them. You know why mistakes are good? Because they help us to grow. We learn from them, and we try not to make them again. I am Empress Real 1584, The Good Witch. Let's begin healing together. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.